Thursday night jungle gym, yay. The good news is there's not 150 squats, so I thought you'd be pretty pumped about that. I'm gonna turn my timer on real quick. I'm using the Tabata. I don't know if you are interested, but there's a lot of Tabata timer apps. So I just have a Tabata timer app and I just use that and it's great. All right, so warm up. We're gonna do a little bit of everything today. So the warm up's gonna be a little bit of rotation, upper body and lower body. Okay, so the first one we're gonna do, you're gonna come into a wide sumo stance and we're just gonna rotate and touch the inside of your ankle. And you can, as I always say, you can hang out in that position, you can work on the rotation, use this time to get those spots that you really feel or you feel need to be opened up. So if the hamstring, you can get a little deeper. If it's your back, you can rotate a little bit more. Use this to really get things moving. Okay, now we're gonna switch to my favorite stretch, world's greatest stretch. So start in that plank position, come up into the lunge, and then rotate open, and just keep switching sides for 30 seconds. Remember to go at your own pace, whatever feels comfortable for you. Okay, now we're going to go into scat push-ups. So you're gonna be on your hands and knees, and then you're just sinking down and pushing back up through that back. So it's just the shoulder blades that are moving. Okay, 30 seconds. We're not bending the elbows. Try and keep your head up so you're not dropping, looking down. You're just keeping that neutral spine. And we're gonna do 2 rounds of this so you can, this one is kind of the get everything moving, and the next one is really get things to open up. 2. Okay, now we're just gonna hold a plank up in a high plank position for 30 seconds. So not a forearm plank, but you're up on your hands. Don't let those shoulders come up to your ears. Engage the glutes, everything's working here. 10 more seconds. 5, 3, 2, 1. Okay, back up into that sumo stance and opening up. Hopefully you notice that you can rotate a little bit more. Maybe you can touch all the way to the instep of your foot instead of the ankle. Five more seconds. 2, 1. Back down into that plank and then lunge into world's greatest stretch. Hopefully you can get into a deeper lunge. If you lunge forward more, you'll feel it more in your hamstrings. If you reach back, you'll feel it in the straight-legged calf. But don't be afraid to mess around with what feels good and where you feel a nice stretch. Okay, down on the hands and knees for those scat push-ups again. Really sink in and push those scaps away from the rib cage. So everything's just sliding along the ribs. Five more seconds, and then we'll hold that plank. 2, 1, up into the plank for 30 seconds. Doing great. Halfway. 10 more seconds. 2, 1, and rest. All right, grab a sip of water and I'm gonna show you our first circuit. We're gonna do 2 circuits. Each one is gonna be 3 rounds and they're each gonna have 4 moves, okay? Whew. All right, so the first one is gonna be, I'll show you on my knees first, a push-up into a pike, and you're gonna touch your right ankle. So push up, and then you pike up, touch the ankle, okay? We'll do 20 seconds on the right, and then 20 seconds on the left. Then we're gonna turn around, and we're gonna do a single leg bridge, or a regular bridge, sorry. So squeeze, up and down. 20 seconds there. Then we're gonna come up for a sumo squat. So same position we did in the warm-up. Pause and down, or up, down and up. And then we're gonna do a speed skater. And I can't remember if we've done those yet, but you're gonna start on one side and then you're going to jump and try and land. If that's hard, it's kind of the advanced is to jump and land, jump and land. You can step and reach. Get yourself a little curtsy lunge if that's easier, or if you get tired. And we'll do 20 seconds of rest in between each round. So we'll go push up, pike left side, push up, pike right side, bridge, sumo squat, and then speed skaters straight through, 20-second rest, go again. And then at the end of the 3 rounds, we'll do, I have a minute, but it depends on how much you can't breathe. So we will get started in just a second. I'm gonna set up the timer. Okay. Each run will be 20 seconds. And then we'll get 20 seconds of rest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 sets. Okay. Love this thing. All right, so we have 20 seconds before we start. And remember, the first one is the push-up and pike. So if you want to do a standard push-up, that's fine. If you want to start with the standard push-up till you get tired, whatever, wherever you're at, that's where you're going. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. Make sure you're breathing out on the way up. So exhale and touch. Sorry, I was alternating. We're only touching one side. 3, 2, 1. Switch to the other side. Whatever side that is for you. 3, 2, 1. Flip over onto your back and do bridges. Quick transitions here. Everything's only 20 seconds, so we gotta move fast. 3, 2, 1. Up for sumo squats. If going all the way down is bothersome for you, that's fine. Remember, you can turn your toes out in the sumo squat so they're not straight ahead. And then hands wherever it's comfortable. 2, 1. 20 seconds of speed skaters. Stick that landing before you move on to the other side. Halfway. 2, 1, rest. 20 seconds and then we'll be back into those push-ups. This one's gonna go fast. Whew.
This is actually kind of fun.
Just me and Sharda on Zoom. 2, 1, go. Remember, you're touching one side and then switching. That's half a reminder for you and half a reminder for me. Two, one, switch. Two, one, okay, over onto your back, single leg bridge. This is the second time through, so you should be more comfortable with the movement. You've done it all once. Heart rate's up a little bit, but you're still moving quick as you can. 2, 1, sumo squats. I did not have as quick of a transition there. Two, one, and speed skaters. Ooh. Probably should do these not on the thing. 3, 2, 1, and we get a rest. Somehow I set this up wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 cycles. All right. Ready to go one more time? We got a bonus rest because somehow I set my Tabata up wrong. But that's okay. Whew. So starting out with those push-ups. In 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, I alternated again. Same side. Two, one, switch. Oh, how do I put it? Two, one, flip over for that bridge. Third set is always the hardest, but you got those bonus rests in. 2, 1, come up for your squat. Remember, quick transitions. There's no transition time built in. So if you're not moving fast, you're only taking the reps away from yourself. 3, 2, 1. Speed skaters. 20 seconds. Here we go. 2, 1, rest. Fix this. Work. There we go. I had extra rest set up. So playing with these Tabata timers, sometimes you're like, wait, what? True Tabata, like we've talked about in other classes, is a fixed work period and a fixed rest period. So 30 seconds of all-out work and 10 seconds of rest for X number of minutes or rounds or whatever. So when I set this up, I was not thinking about true Tabata. Okay, so the next one is a core circuit, which we haven't done core in a while because we've been celebrating Squattober. Don't worry, I didn't forget about it though. So this one is going to be, you're gonna start in a reverse tabletop, or some people call this tabletop. You're gonna go knee to elbow, hold for 5 seconds, and then you're just gonna come up and down. So kind of like a bicycle crunch, but only one side, okay? So we're gonna do 20 seconds on the right, 20 seconds on the left, and then again, you just count to yourself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then up and down, okay? Remember when you're doing any kind of crunch, your hands are just there as a reminder to your head to engage everything, but you're not using the hands to pull your neck in any position, okay? The next one is what I call dead bug hold. So your palms are gonna go on your thighs, and you're going to use your palms to push your legs down, but you're pushing your legs against your hands. So you're not moving, but I promise you that core, by the end of the 20 seconds, is gonna be feeling it, okay? And then the last one, we'll do a 20-second forearm plank hold. So you'll just be here and holding for 20 seconds. So, I actually need to fix this because we are only doing 4 things. Whew. So everyone should have caught their breath by now. Grab a sip of water. My need for rest and hydration is your bonus. All right, 20 seconds. And then we will start with those bicycle holds. Ten seconds. 3, 2, 1, go. And then up and down. You're keeping that other side, the leg out. The lower you put it, the harder it is. And switch sides. And up and down. Whew. 5, 2, 1. Okay, next, just the press, the dead bug press and hold. The harder you push with your hands, the harder your legs have to resist, so you're determining the difficulty of this movement. Keep that belly button pulled in, and flip over for your plank. Remember, this is the forearm plank. If you want to make it harder, you need more of a challenge, you can always rock back and forth. You can lift one leg at a time. I'm perfectly happy in just a forearm plank. 2, 1. Okay, 20 seconds. And then we're back to the top. This one will be a nice, quick, get a good sweat and workout, because we are almost done. 2, 1, back to your knee to elbow. And up and down. Three, 2, 1, switch. And go. Whew. By the third round. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Into that dead bug hold. Remember, during any of these, if you just need to take a minute and come back, that's okay. Core is tough. but we want to make sure all those muscles are engaged. 2, 1, flip over for that forearm plank. Nice and smooth transitions. Five seconds. 2, 1, rest. Core catches up to you real quick, so I'd rather you take a break. 3, 2, 1. Back into that dead bug hold. I would rather you take a break and maintain a good position, up and down, than try and hold a move with poor mechanics and poor posture. Because then you're just training your muscles in the wrong position. 1, switch, and then that helps no one. So, up and down, there's no ego here. If you start getting tired, you need to take a break, put your feet down for a second. That's okay. 5, 4, 2, 1. Into that dead bug hold. If this gets hard, you can always put the feet down, or you could just do one at a time and alternate. This is a true engagement and activation activity. 2, 1, into that plank. And this is the third rep, so real fatigue. 10 seconds left. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Whew, okay, enjoy your rest. I will set up our timer, and then I will tell you what the next one is, but I don't want to tell you while you're still recovering, because I don't want you to go away. Stay here. Stick with me. So this is gonna be, technically a 1-to-1 Tabata style finisher. Okay. Told you I didn't forget Squattober. So this is plyometrics, which I have not done very much of, but jumping. Let me get rid of this actually. Okay. So we're gonna squat and hold for 5 seconds. Same thing, you're just gonna count yourself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Jump and hold. 2, 3, 4, 5. Notice that I'm not making you go into a full squat. It is a quarter squat, 1 jump, and then a hold. We're gonna do that for 30 seconds. Then you'll get a 30-second rest, and then we're gonna go into reverse lunges with a split squat jump. So, reverse lunge on the right, reverse lunge on the left, and then jump, jump. Reverse on the right, reverse on the left, jump, jump. Okay? Whew. We are going to do that 3 times. I said 4 initially, but I changed my mind because I don't want to. And we will do a 30-second rest in between to catch our breath and shake our legs out, okay? So 20 seconds, and then 5 more minutes of work and some stretching, and we're done, okay? Your legs will burn after this. Remember that we're doing it 3 times. So work with that intention, okay? 3, 2, 1, quarter squat, count to yourself. 3, 2, 1, 1 jump, and then back down into that squat. Ten seconds. 2, 1, And rest for 30 seconds before we do that lunge. Okay, so remember you're doing a reverse lunge on each side and then a split squat on each side. And you just keep going through that. Whew. Sometimes I think these aren't going to be that hard. And then I do it all put together, and then I realize I was wrong. 1, go. Right leg, or whatever leg you start. Remember, you're sitting back into that lunge. I'll move sideways. Ten seconds. 2, 1, rest. If the jump in doesn't work for you, just keep doing squats or lunges the whole time. Should have said that in the first round, apologies. But if it's bothering you, if you can't maintain it, or your knees hurt, or whatever, you're just not feeling it today, just keep doing whatever movement is the initial movement. So keep squatting, or keep doing those reverse lunges. 3, 2, 1, back to squats. Remember, holding it for 5 seconds, jumping back down. Keep moving. I know you're tired. I know your legs are burning. Get your feet off the ground. 5 seconds. This is your last one. And rest. Those quads are probably on fire now. That's okay. Just means they're getting stronger. 15 seconds of rest. Three, 2, 1. Reverse lunge. Reverse lunge. Stepped in some water. Try and make that transition quick if you can. Eight seconds. 2, 1. Rest, and we have one more round. Whew. Ten seconds left. Last round. Pause with those squats, and then jump. 3, 2, 1, go. Good. Keep moving. Ten seconds. Whew, rest. Oh man, the quads are on fire. Fifteen seconds to go. 10, and then lunges. 3, 2, 1, go. Nine seconds, you're almost done. 2, 1. That is it. Now we get to stretch. I'm gonna go get my mat. All right, well done. We got a little bit of everything in, a little core. So go ahead and just bend one foot, have it touch the middle inner thigh, reach over to the straight leg, and breathe into a nice hamstring stretch. If you feel it more in your back and you want to feel it more in your hamstring, bend that knee. Point the toes up towards the ceiling, and you'll get a little calf stretch as well. And switch. Take deep breaths. Let that heart rate come down. Every time you let a breath out, Every time you let a breath out, try and reach into that stretch a little more. Okay? Come up, one knee bent on the ground, one foot on the ground, and then just reach forward and get that nice hip flexor stretch. You can reach up and across for a little bit of obliques and lats, or you can bend that back leg and get a little more quad and hip flexor. Make sure you tuck that tailbone under, so you're not sitting out like this, you're tucked under. And you're leaning forward with your whole body, not here. Okay, go ahead and switch. And go ahead and lay on your back. We'll do a piriformis stretch next. So, right leg over left knee, and the goal is to keep this kind of figure four position once you come up. If your knee is coming up a lot, or if you feel a stretch in this position, maintain this position. If you don't feel a stretch, feed your hand through your leg and bring your other hand around. Grab underneath and just gently pull back until you feel a stretch in the back glute. Everything else should be relaxed other than that bent leg stretch. And if you feel that knee coming toward you, you can gently press it out. Go ahead and rotate back and forth. And you'll feel that stretch move along the hip. And again, just like I say during warm-ups, if you find a spot that you think, oh man, this is so tight, hang out there. Don't feel the need, listen to what I'm saying and where we're going next, but don't feel the need to follow along if you found something that you want to stay in. Okay, switch sides. You can also grab on top of your knee, but this is uncomfortable for a lot of people if they have any knee problems or even just some joint swelling can make it uncomfortable. Hopefully your heart rate has recovered. You're able to take nice deep breaths in and out. And then rotate again. Okay, go ahead and sit up. And as we've done the last few classes, since we're spending so much time at our computers, let's spend some time opening up here. So if you have a wall or something you can sit against, that's great. If not, you can do it just sitting up, but engage the core. Bring your elbows and hands up to the wall, and we're just gonna go up and down. Pinching at the bottom, but trying to keep your back on the wall, and then back up. Try and keep those elbows along the wall the whole time. Okay, and some nice neck stretches just to finish off. So again, you can sit on your hand, you can hold it so that it's behind your back. I'll show you this way. And then you're going to just use, if we start on the left side, you're going to use your right hand and just gently pull your neck towards your right ear, or your right ear towards your right shoulder. Nice and relaxed. Don't slouch when you're doing this. So you don't want to be like this stretching. You're sitting up nice and straight, and it's just a gentle tug. Okay, hold that. Good, come back to center. Turn and look towards your armpit and gently bring your head towards, or your chin towards your chest. And switch. So I personally like to sit on my hand more than I like to hold it back because I just feel like this really grounds me. So ear to shoulder, and I notice more if I slouch because I can feel it versus having my hand just behind my back. And come back to center, chin to chest and forward. And up. All right, that's it. Thanks for coming to Thursday Jungle Gym. Hope to see you next week.